everyone, Angela here. Life can be challenging. Trust me, I get it. However, I have learned we can either view the opposition or value the opportunity. Ponder on the problem or praise the potential. Focus on the situation or find the solution. Despite the current circumstances you're going through, I invite you to join me today as we embark on a grand adventure to discover the reasons why it's a good time to be you.
Here's the encourager herself, making every day a good day, Angela Henderson.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We are so glad to have you with us today. Thank you for sharing your time with us here at It's a Good Time to Be You. Now turn to your neighbor and say, it's a good time to be you. And it is. Listen, no matter what you're going through, remember, it might not always be good, but God's going to turn it around for the good. And so therefore, you can say with calm assurance that it is a good time to be you. We are so excited to have our guest with us today. You know, here she is. She's a military wife who happened to own her own business. She also operated her own school. And even at this stage in her life, in her 50s, she is beginning to repurpose herself and reinvent herself, following her dreams. And so we are going to learn a lot from her. So don't go away because we'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, and we're so glad you're with us today. So let's give a warm welcome to Miss Deneen Rochelle, a woman who is enjoying life to the fullest, every stage and at every age. Come on out, Miss Deneen. We're well glad to have you. It is such a good time to be here.
Thank you.
Have a seat. Come on. Well, thank you so much for being with us, and I'm so honored that you have used your time to invest in us today. Yes. And look at our shoes. Yes. Okay, guys, we did not plan this, but we are just amazing women who think a lot alike. Oh, so yes. I know we're going to have a great interview today. Yes. I'm also enjoying the hair.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Blondes do have fun.
Yeah. That is the truth. And probably like you, I am not a natural blonde. I'm actually a curly-headed brunette.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. I am.
I'm
yes.
just natural blonde.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, you know, I was just, hair is a journey.
It is.
You know, it always is. And I know we're going to talk a little bit about, you know, your business and your salon. But why don't you share with us, you know, your part about, just as we are beginning to learn a little bit about you, your role as a military wife, a spouse, a mother. Tell us a little bit about that.
My husband, he was already enlisted in the Navy. So, you know, we were dating while he was in that field. But it was difficult when we got married. It started getting more difficult because then I had my business as a hairstylist.
Okay.
And he was in the water, so I couldn't live with him because of his duties. Oh, so he was a gunman. So that was kind of hard. And then we had a daughter.
Yes.
And then the holidays were rough. It was very rough not having your, you know, her dad and my husband there with me. So it was hard, you know, being a mother, taking my daughter to school, having two businesses, which was the school that I had, a cosmetology school, and the hair salon. So struggling that, it got very hard. But then again, I had to put on my big pants and say, you know what, this is what I got to do. I'm a mom first, you know?
Yes, absolutely. Wow. So what dreams and desires then did you have that maybe you felt like you had to kind of put on the back burner or just kind of table for a while, you know, as you made your commitment to your family?
This is, I used to love to watch Dynasty and Dallas, and I used to love the villains. JR was my man. And I used to always imitate him, and Dynasty was, what's the name, Alexis. I used to imitate those two, and I said, that's a dream that one day I would become an actress, but at that time, I didn't think it was possible. Yeah. So I had to put my dream on the back burner. I was 13 years old as well.
Wow.
Yes.
13 years.
13 years old.
Wow.
And you can tell how long that show was on.
I know that show has been on a while, and I have fond memories of that also. And so these were things that you had desires to be. Now, prior to that, you know, becoming the wife and becoming the mother, had you, like, taken any steps towards acting, or was this just something that was just deep inside of you?
No, I had a friend of mine. She's also was a client, and she told me that she was going to see Nina, which is also industry direct.
Okay.
And she said, I'm going to see her because I want to get into acting. I said, you know what, I'm going to tag along because I'm interested in that, because that was a childhood dream of mine.
Huh.
And that's how I got into that.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, that had to have been maybe 5 years ago.
Wow. So
Yes.
only 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
That's pretty cool. Well, 5 represents a time of grace.
Oh, yes.
And so, you are walking in a new place of grace, a new level of grace as you are starting something new at this stage in your life, as we mentioned, in your
Exactly.
50s. And so are you right at 50 now?
No, I'm 54.
I love it. Oh, that's my age. Oh my gosh,
Yes,
look at that. I'm telling you what, I'm telling you, we have got so much in common. Not just our shoes, our hair,
Oh my
but
God,
our
I
age.
had a Jennifer Lewis moment.
I know. I love it. I absolutely
Yes.
love it. Well, we are going to go on a quick break, and when we come
Okay.
right back, we're going to find out what other things that we
right.
have in common. But we're going to open up a little bit more of a conversation about the salon and see how you got started with that. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
As a leader, you are a broker of gifts. So whether you are a professional, a business owner, or a ministerial leader, I would love to accompany you in transforming your ordinary staff into an extraordinary team through leadership development, team building, and personal discovery. You will learn the amazing gifts, skills, and talents that each of you have and know how to bring them together in order to do great things. So reach out to me at AngelaDHenderson.com and let's begin your amazing adventure today. And remember, it's a good time to be you.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for being with us. And we have our friend Deneen Rochelle with us today. And she is just sharing with us an amazing journey of how she was just learning to live again and just, continually living her dream, no matter what age and stage she happens to be in life. And so we understand that there was that deep desire inside of you to be an actress. And there was a lot of things that you admired on television and what have you. However, that's not what you did at the beginning of your life. And so why don't you tell us a little bit about opening up your salon and maybe the process, that you had to go through. It was quite a process.
It was, because I had no intentions of doing hair. I didn't know how to put a roller in someone's hair, let alone curl it.
So what
But
got you interested into hair?
I won a scholarship.
How'd you do
won
that?
a scholarship. I'll never forget it. It was a week after I graduated from high school.
Okay.
And my brother and I was dancing and listening to the radio station, and there was 2 questions that came upon. It was, why do you want to receive the scholarship, $900 scholarship, $900, girl? And why do you want to be a cosmetologist? So I entered, and by my surprise, I won.
Now, no interest in hair, no interest in doing anything like that. This shows you the actress that's inside of you, where you can really play the part well. You know
I
what I'm
had
saying?
to. I had to.
I love it. I love it. So tell me, what happened after you got the scholarship?
Well, I went to, I attended Orangeburg Beauty School, which is now Kenneth Schuler.
Yeah.
And that was like, oh my God, 36 years ago. And the thing about it is that I had a passion to do something that I had no intentions of doing.
Isn't that amazing?
that something?
So how did you then just push yourself in order to be able to do that?
I don't know. I don't know what it was, but I know that when I got into that school, this is what I wanted to do.
Okay.
Had no interest in it, but I wanted to do it.
That reminds me a lot of myself to some degree. I remember when I was graduating high school, and so obviously we probably graduated around the same year, 85?
85.
Okay. And, back in those days, we didn't go online and see what was, what the classes were, what was offering.
No.
We had catalogs. And so I was not the type of person where I really liked school, but I knew I needed to keep going forward, because if I didn't keep moving, I would just stop. And so I had to keep pushing myself.
We have a lot in common.
We do, my friend. It's mind-boggling. So anyway, when I opened up this catalog one day, I literally closed my eyes and just pointed to something, and it was dental assisting.
Oh, really?
And I just thought, well, okay, it's only a year. I could do that. At least it'll give me some time to put more thought into something that I really wanted to do. But doing that actually opened up doors and opportunities for other things that I wanted to do that I didn't realize even at the time that's what I wanted to do. So tell me, by you pushing yourself and becoming passionate about something that you didn't even know you liked, where did you go from there?
Oh, I graduated. Went to JCPenney's, and JCPenney's was commissioned, and then I wanted to do booth rental. So that's where the bulk of my clientele came from.
All right.
You know, my word of mouth getting out, and that was in the 80s. And it was three stylists in Orangeburg that really, really was the talk of the town as far as the top hairstylists.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
So here you are. Not only did you just go into cosmetology, but you became at the top, of your field in this area. So again, not really seeing yourself in hairstyling to begin with. You get this opportunity to go to school. You win it. How
Yes.
amazing is that? Become at the top of your field. So then what made you decide, okay, well, I think I will start a school. Okay, well, I think I'll own my own shop. I mean, how did that open up for you?
I'm trying to say this in a way it doesn't come out wrong. I have to challenge myself.
Yes.
Because if I don't challenge myself, I get stagnated, and I can't do that because it's like I'm going nowhere fast.
I hear you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
So there was no schools. There was one school, and I just wanted to show people who are students who are interested in cosmetology how to do it. And this is the way you do it, and it's the right way you do it.
Okay.
You know, and the passion that I have, I wanted to have that in my future students. So it took me a year to really get that up and going, because when I went to the bank, the bank, oh God, what's the name you call them? The loan officer told me that, well, there's no trend for it. So what I did was went to her boss,
Oh, wow.
and that's when I got the loan.
Again, there's that drive,
You have to have it.
You do. You really do. And the one thing that I see about that that's so beautiful about how you did that was, having this school was pouring your knowledge into other people. It's like mentorship or leadership.
Exactly.
And so you had something that you were able to give and offer other people, because your answer is that you wanted to show people how to do it right.
Exactly.
And so how to offer great customer service, and not just have customers, but have clients, people that were going to, continually want to come to you and maybe even refer others to you, build relationships.
That's the key.
With.
And a lot of times what's lacking is customer service. You don't have to be the great hairstylist, but how you treat people can go a long way.
Yes, ma'am, it does. It really does. I love Maya Angelou's quote, people will forget what you did, they'll forget what you say, but they'll never forget how you made them feel.
That's right, and I believe that.
I do too. I really do. Well, this is getting really kind of exciting here, but we have to take a break, so we're going to be right back, and then we're going to find out a lot more about what this fabulous 50-plus woman is doing at this stage in her life, because she's living her dream, and you can too. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
All right, everybody, are you ready for another day of Arise? Yes. That doesn't sound convincing. One more time. Yes.
Arise is an amazing adventure. It has to do with personal discovery, team building, and leadership development. It's actually an acronym, and it stands for AIM, Reach, Inspire, Succeed, and Enrich. Our mission is to help each individual, each child, each teenager really begin to appreciate who they are as a person, know themselves, so then they are aware of what they have to offer and to contribute, and to do that with confidence, and to build leaders. We need leaders in our world, and it starts now.
So fear has its positives as well as its negatives, okay?
Today, we were working on an adventure of state management, kind of journeying into our emotions.
So when you have a problem, look for the solution, okay? Don't focus so much on the issue, but look for a way to solve it.
This program's been very beneficial to our students in that they walk away after 5 sessions with a wealth of information. They come back with such a toolbox of skills that they can use within their day-to-day, within their classrooms, with their social settings, outside of school, we hope as well.
We have had the wonderful opportunity to serve at Military Magnet, at Stahl High School. We've also served at North Charleston High School. We've served at Chicora Elementary, then of course as well here at C.E. Williams. And we're open to coming to any invitation that is offered to us. We love working with 6th grade on up to 12th grade, and we just find it a pleasure to be able to pour into these young people so they can go and pour themselves out into our world.
It's just a really awesome program. I suggest, any principal that's interested to reach out to Ms. Henderson, to the Arise program, and really just check it out. It's been really great.
Welcome back, everybody, and we are with our friend Deneen Rochelle as she is just sharing with us this amazing journey of life and just living her dreams. And so when we ended, we have got you through beauty school, and now not only beauty school, but now you own your own beauty school and your own salon as you are teaching and instructing other people how to do it right and building relationships with other people. But what are some of the other passions and gifts that you have inside of you?
I'm a fashion editorial photographer.
Okay.
And how that became is I attended Vidal Sassoon School in Florida.
All right.
And I was so intrigued by his picture on the wall, and that just gave birth to me to be a photographer. It just came to me one day, and that's something.
It is. It's kind of like you looked at it and said, "Oh, I could do that too."
Exactly. So when I saw those pictures on his wall, and Vidal Sassoon is the godfather of the hair cutting, but he's deceased now. The godfather of cutting, and that really opened up another avenue for me as well.
I love that. And so with that being said, though, there's a little bit more to this because right now we see you as actress.
Yes.
Okay. So how did the path take you from being from behind the camera to now in front of it?
When I used to shoot my models, I used to give directions on how I want them to be. Okay. And I always wanted to be a model, but like I said, I'm 5'2". Who want to shoot me? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was told. You're too short. You can't do this. You can't do that. So what I decided to do, I said, you know what? If they're gonna be a 5'2" model that walks Victoria's Secret, now she can do it. I mean, I can try to do it in my 50s.
Yes,
you know.
Yes.
And there's a lot of older women that are modeling now.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
I took that, and now I'm in front of the camera.
That is amazing. What an awesome story. So was there like a door that opened for you, or was this something that you had to just go in search of yourself in order to be able to become that model?
To be honest with you, thank God for social media.
Okay.
Because I'm always putting my pictures on social media, and I say, somebody got to see me. Because, back in the day, we didn't have that. We had the catalog.
Exactly.
And we had to write letters. And we didn't even have email. No, we didn't even have that.
None.
We had the call. We had the phone.
Yes.
So that's what we had to do. But thank God for social media. It can get out there a lot faster.
Right.
And that's how you can build. You can build from that.
Okay.
Networking.
That's a good word.
Yes.
Networking. And so for you that have dreams out there, no matter what it is, it's just being able to put yourself out there and start activating your gift. I'm a big believer in the gift opens the door for the giver. And so when you just start kind of putting your gift out there, the people who want it and need it will see it. They'll find you.
Exactly.
And so is that what happened?
Exactly. I heard that saying before. Oh my God, he's a makeup artist. Sam Fine said that. He said your gifts will find you.
I love it.
And I remember that he's a makeup artist for Fashion Fair, used to be. But he said that, so that just made me go back to that saying.
I love that. So now you went from being a model to now, which models usually don't say anything. They just kind of
be
pose
seen
and be
Yeah,
seen.
Be seen.
But now you are doing more than that. Now you're being heard.
Yes. Oh.
So how did that happen?
I'm one who does not like to settle. I just don't like to settle. There's opportunities out there for everybody, and I'm proving it. Like I said, I'm 5'2", and I say, you know what? This is what I want to do, and you have to really go out there and you have to hustle and make those dreams come true. Because nobody's going to give you anything, so you got to make it come true.
I believe that. Yes. And so when it came to finding that acting part, how did you set yourself up for like the auditions, or even know what you wanted to go after? Was there a certain, thing that you were interested in as far as the acting, drama, comedy, the plays or TV, or what was that for you?
When I want to say completed Nina Nesbitt, I was looking for an agent, and I found an agent, and that went well she was my first agent. That went well for about 2-3 years.
Right.
But I became SAG. So I wanted a SAG agent. So now my agent sends me submissions, and you can even get submissions yourself and submit them. But you know, you need an Asian that way. That she has more connection than
Yeah.
the actual talent has. So that's how that works. As far as me, I'm more of a drama person, but I can do a little comedy. But I'm more drama.
Yeah.
You know, I like playing the villain.
I love it. You're such a sweet person, so it's always nice to have that place to bring out the darker side.
I didn't know she
right?
can do that.
I
Or somebody,
love
or in comedy, I didn't know she was funny.
I love it. I
Really?
love it. Well, you know, so what I'm hearing then is that you had to invest in your dream.
You have to.
Okay, so that's an important thing to know, guys. You know, it's your dream, and you're the one that has to invest in it. Because if you don't believe in you, nobody else is going to believe in you either. So you have to believe in yourself in order to be able to get out there and make it happen. So we're getting ready to take another break, and when we come back, we're going to continue following this path as Deneen, you know, takes us with her to find out a little bit more about how she got involved in acting and what's going on in her life today. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Hey everyone, Angela here, just wanting to encourage you to pick up my new book. It's A Good Time to Be You. You can find it on AngelaDHenderson.com or Amazon.com. But this is a book that you definitely need. Let me help coach you so that you can know how to turn perils into pearls and trauma into treasures. You know, life is challenging and I kind of understand that. But in the pages of this book, you are going to realize that you are created in His image. Go figure out. What about choosing joy? That should be a given. Gethsemane. Not too sure about that one, Angela. How about approved? That's something that we all want. From prison to palace. Let me show you how to get out of prison and live in the palace. Sounds of the season. You've got a season in your life, a great season ahead of you. Listen for the sound so you can pick up on it. The joys of the journey to somewhere. You know, it's not just the destiny, but it's the joy of the journey. Hey, how about as for me and my house? You can make that declaration and you and your family can serve the Lord. Burn the boats. Listen, if you want to take the island, you gotta burn the boats. Get rid of all your excuses and learn to fly like an eagle. You want to get this book today so that you can move forward in all the things that God has for you. Don't waste another day being down and discouraged and depressed. You got to know, my friend, that it truly is a good time to be you. Welcome back, everyone, and we are so glad to have you with us today. We're with our friend, Miss Deneen Rochelle, as she is just sharing the marvelous journey that she's been on and just living dreams and tapping into the real thing that was inside of her all along, and that was in becoming an actress. Now, when we started out on our show today, you took us back to being the military wife, the mother, okay? And so there's been a lot of changes for your family as you've been walking through the changes for yourself. So how have they responded to all of that?
At first, I don't think they understood what was going on because first thing, oh, you in this, oh, where the money, where the money, where the money. You know, that's the first thing they were saying. But, you know, fame comes before fortune. And they can't grasp that yet.
Yes.
But it's coming in, but it took a while to get there because, you know, it's so many steps that you have to do to get to where you want to be. And the saying is, sometimes you have to do what you got to do what you want to do.
Yes,
You
I
know?
hear you. I do. And just being a dreamer and a visionary myself, I tell people all the time, you know, my husband, no one else could love me like he does because I'm the dreamer and he's the stressor. And so, you know, but he helps me make things happen, you know,
Yes.
and so living the dream. And so that's amazing. And it does take time and it does take investing, you know, in yourself and in what you believe in.
You
and
have
so
to.
you're so blessed to have a family that would just tag along, you know, and hang in there.
Now they do. Now they're seeing the whole picture. And it takes time to be that person that you really want to be in this entertainment. Because like I said, in this entertainment world, I mean, you really and truly got to work it. Because nobody's going to work it for you.
Well, you know, it's so cool, too. When you are confident in who you are as an individual, it's easy to be and present yourself as other people. So would you like to give us your Jennifer Lewis impression?
Oh, camera 4?
Camera 4, my friend.
All right. Let me get my voice together. My name is Jennifer Lewis, and I'm a black mother, black Hollywood.
I love it. That was super awesome. Super awesome. That is amazing. And you portray her so well.
Well, thank you.
I know, my friend. So Tell me now, recently there has been another door that's opened up for you with a new commercial. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, I just completed that in Atlanta this past weekend. I can't really say what it is until
Sure.
it's been broadcast, but now that was a commercial, and then that was a principal role.
Okay,
Yes,
amazing. So
principal
the
role.
main person.
Yes, I'm one of the main persons.
I love it.
Yes.
That is super exciting.
yes.
And so, what are some other things then that you are pursuing where your acting career is concerned?
Well, I was on TV One. I played in Fatal Attraction.
Wow.
My character kills her husband for insurance money, and then come to find out he left the insurance money in his ex-wife.
Talk about the dark side here, what you play. That is so what an oxymoron there, you
Okay.
know? Oh my goodness. Wow.
And I had a lot of independent films. I'm in a play that's going to be in December, and that movie I'm finishing up, and we had to stop because of COVID, so we trying to finish that up before. Oh man, that's in December too. So
Yes.
it's going to be real busy for me, which I love.
Yes.
Which I love.
Yes. Well, you know,
Yes.
it seems like that God has just really blessed you with a lot of favor.
Oh, yes.
Because He's placed this ability inside of you. You know, we all love entertainment. We love watching the movies and the shows, and we love being taken to other places in our imaginations and in our minds. And so thank you so much for, you know, staying on that path to really fulfill the dream that was deep inside of you from the very beginning, even though you had to take some other detours here and there. And I'm sure that you learned a lot of things, you know, along the way. And so why don't you share with us, when did you realize that it was a good time to be you?
When my daughter was out of the house and she's in college,
Wow.
and everything, and that's when, and it took me my latter 40s to figure this out. That's when I knew, coming in my 50s, that's when I knew it was time for me, Deneen Rochelle, to do what Deneen Rochelle wanted to do.
That's
You know, when you're a husband, you're taking care of your husband, you're taking care of your children, the house, the businesses, and that can really be a struggle at times, and it be stressful. So it's my time now.
I believe that. You know, and you were faithful. You were faithful in putting the relationships first with your family
yes.
and playing those roles very well,
Oh,
all
yes.
right, and being fruitful in that and watching some of your greatest accomplishments in your family. And now it's time to be able to step into this other role, and you're going to play this well too, my friend. And I can't wait to see the
Yes.
many, many, many stages
yes.
that you're going to be presented on.
Yes.
How about at the count of 3, we let them know out there it's a good time to be you, okay?
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3. It's a good time to be you. Hey everyone, Angela here. If you like today's show, well, there is much, much more. So I invite you to watch us each week right here on your local CTN channel. And remember, it's a good time to be you.